Hello everyone, and welcome back to Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. We are still on Dantooine, just doing a few side missions, and our main mission as well. Well, for the side missions we have to do various things, mostly dealing with the local wildlife and bandit population. For the main quest we have to find the source of evil around here. Okay, crit strikes, why not?
You're dead.
I would just love to have a higher hit rate. So what are you doing? You can master sniper shot. I'm not sure if that has a range penalty or what's the deal, but... And you can master rapid shot, why not?
Ready. Sure. Time to rumble.
Okay, you are working on it?
That'll show you.
Just do a few more crit strikes, why don't you? I hate how I miss so much. Yeah,
What?
just power blast, I guess.
You asked for this. Oh, this is gonna be fun. Oh, this is gonna be fun.
His hit rate just seems to be way higher than mine. Maybe I should spec a little dexterity eventually.
What?
Yeah, might not be a bad idea. I also cannot yet use, or I can't use the night speed yet because I don't have the correct equipment. To use Jedi powers I may only wear the lightest type of armor. Now I could run around naked, but I'm not looking to humiliate myself as I did Bastila. Let's check back here first. I don't know this place anymore, I don't quite know where I'm going. I believe this is a place, yeah. Strange ruins I need to get to later. Okay. I've discovered them now, I've gone close enough to see them on the map, basically, so that's good. And then I guess all that's left to do is go south. To the Matala grounds. There's more Cath Hounds. You can start doing your rapid shot. And I guess you can start doing your master sniper shot.
Here it is! How'd you like that? That hurt, I bet.
And I am getting my behind handed to me repeatedly here.
That'll show you.
Okay, let's try flurrying.
Time to rumble.
Okay, you found a Cath Hound back there. You found one down there.
Sure. This is what I live for. You asked for this. Yeah?
Yeah. It's running out of range, apparently.
That'll show you. Here it is!
Yes?
Okay, and I took a bunch of damage again. I should really be more careful. Now, let's check this place. I know there's a few more quests out here that I would like to do. I said I'm not going for a 100% playthrough, but unless it's too much trouble and I really can't find any trigger points, I'm still going to try to do all the side quests. Yeah, that's the estate of this guy. Don't think I can get in there yet. Problem is that the map is not exactly complete. It only by which I mean it only shows me the part of the map I'm currently on. It doesn't show me the interconnected map of the entire planet, or at least the explorable part of the entire planet. But this looks like something I might want to engage in. I'm just wondering. K for something. Powers. I'm just trying to see the night speed. How long does it last? 36 seconds. I'm wondering. If I equip no armor, I can trigger it. Now, if I re-equip the armor, I suspect it'll go away. Nope, it's still there. Interesting.
You've been holding out on us again. Since you haven't given us enough money, I guess we're gonna have to take it out of you piece by piece.
No, please! Take my wife and children instead. Anything!
What a coward.
Wife and children. Sounds like a good idea.
Okay. Well, let's try flurrying. Now, with all the buffs active, I think they stack, so the additional attacks from flurry should stack with the additional ones from my force power. Yeah, I think they did. So as you saw, I just had 3 attacks per turn, as long as that was active. Later on I will find better light armor, basically, which will allow me to bypass that kind of cheaty thing I did. I won't do that, by the way. I was interested to see if it would work. I won't actually resort to that kind of trickery. Now, let's see what this Mandalorian had with him. Advanced mech pack and a blaster carabine. And some remains back here. Some money. Equipment pack. Okay. Well, at least in total, I think I made more money than I spent on the medkits. Now, Canderous, you're wearing your own blaster, which does 5 to 14 damage. I suspect that's a lot better than this, right? Yeah.
Yes?
Especially since I've already upgraded that blaster quite a lot. I think I've put in 3 out of 4 possible upgrade slots. Now, is there anything back here that might be an area transition? It leads me to the grove. I think that's actually where I want to go. Yeah, let's try that. So who are we missing? Oh, Canderous.
Huh?
What?
There we go. I'm wondering if it's worth it just to completely go naked. Let's try that. just for the nice little buff. No, I think what I want to do is definitely attack the one closest to me. So
You
that's
asked for
3
this!
attacks per turn, that's quite substantial.
That'll show you. Here.
Of course, having no armor is a bit of a disadvantage. Okay, you should probably be able to finish that one. You can do the power blast. And I'm gonna end up having to medkit myself.
Ready?
How'd you like that? Oh, this is gonna be fun.
Yeah, no, I'm not sturdy enough for that. I'm no longer in combat. There we go. Yeah, I would have to use this trick thing, and as you can see, I can only use it before entering combat. What's back here? That looks to be a person. Boluk. Yeah, I think I want to talk to him.
Achuta, Wonga,
Who are you?
Runda di Hotonga kun Hankabi, Wana kun Bez, Muchashak Pakat, Kieno no Namapaule, Takunjus Takmiki, Grabelmogo, Kachichu ita Bodunga, Jedabadwana Nidibobo, Dong Nabungsha Nununya,
Sure, what do you want me to do?
Runda di Hotonga kun Hankabi. Wana kun bez chika chikun ita hodonga. Iking kuno bamu. Tong haitwam jiji jum lumpa. Nita poe tikito. Dolpa da bongwalea gando. Runda di hodonga kun hankabi. Wana kun bez chika chikun ita hodonga. Iking kuno bamulera chikun. Slimo podonar. Runda di hotonga kun hankabi. Wana kun bez ching baka chikun ita hodonga. Iking kuno bamulera. Runda di hotonga kun hankabi. Wana kun bez ching palam ka chikun ita hodonga. Iking kuno bamulera chikun.
I already know the solution to this because I've recently seen it in a live stream. I will try not to spoil it, but I find the way this quest is made to be a little poor. Okay, is there anything else? No, actually. I will begin my investigation at once.
Runda di hotonga kun hankabi. Wana kun bez ching palamule tongking ba. Muchashak pakat.
Okay. So there's a dead guy here. Caldernetic. And 2 guys, at least one of which committed the murder. Because he's accusing that guy, and that guy's accusing him, and one of them had a weapon, they're both kind of injured. So, yeah. The problem is that we have to go through this in stages, basically. So we have to ask everyone involved, the 2 guys and the droid, and then we have to talk to the master here, the Jedi. And then we have to do that 2 or 3 times, because we don't actually get the correct option the first time around. Okay, so let's talk to the
Greetings,
information droid.
apprentice. You must be the one Master Boluk has enlisted to help him with this problem. I am an information retrieval droid. I can assist you by accessing the records of both the Jedi Enclave and the central government facilities here on Dantooine. If you have any need of my services, please do not hesitate to talk to me. I have already retrieved some information from the archives on Caldernetic, Ricard Lusov, and Handon Gold. I have also had time to examine the body of Mr. Netic. Is there any information you require?
Okay, what did you find out about the body?
My preliminary analysis of the body indicates that he was killed approximately 3 hours ago by a single energy blast to the torso. Is there any other information you need?
Tell me about these planes.
These plains are rife with wild animals, not all of them benign. The Irias are mostly docile, but can easily be provoked to violence. Calf hounds, on the other hand, are much more deadly. There have been over 35 catalogued attacks on settlers by calf hounds in the last 2 weeks. A general advisory was given out 3 days ago to carry a weapon at all times when on the plains. Small farms and holdings dot the plains and can provide safe refuge for those in need. Is there any other information you need?
Okay, so we know every one of these settlers was supposed to carry a weapon. At least they were advised to, and one of those guys doesn't have a weapon, so that's suspicious to begin with, because we did find a bloody weapon near the corpse. Okay, I will have more questions later.
Very well. I will be here to assist you.
This might take a while, by the way, so it's going to be a talky episode, I'm afraid.
Ah, greetings. You must be assisting Master Baluk in his investigation. I'm Handon Gould. Perhaps you've heard of me?
Should I have?
I guess under the circumstances, no. Well, I presume you wish to hear my story, then. I shall tell you, of course, but there's not much to it. I'm sure that you'll agree that Rickard is quite obviously guilty of murder. You see, I was out here running earlier today. Yes, running. I do that a lot. Can't stand speeders, never use them. Keeps me in shape, too, you know. Anyway, I was out running on the other side of that bridge there, and all of a sudden I heard a shot coming from over here. I ran over and found this man Calder lying on the ground, dead.
Did you see the killer?
And I saw Rickard come skulking out of the shadows of the rocks south of the river, and I knew something was wrong. I hit my emergency button and called the Enclave right away. Well, there. That's my story. Now, please hurry this up and arrest Rickard so I can get on with my day.
There's a bit of a problem, by the way, with the light. His, in the dialogue, I think if I talk to him from a different angle, it'll be better. The angle I just used, as he moved his head in the dialogue, he was covering and not covering the sun, as he was bobbing left to right, so the light was really annoying. I'll see if I can change that if I use a different angle.
Another Jedi, huh? Helping that Twi'lek investigate, no doubt. He seems stumped. I'm Rickard Lusoff. Maybe you can figure this out and let me get out of here.
Tell me what happened.
Well, I was out hunting Irias when I spotted one over here by the bridge. I pull out my rifle and aim at it. I couldn't see it that well, mind you, because the damn sun was in my eyes. So I shoot it and it drops. I walk over here and find Handon standing over Calder's body. So why don't you get this whole farce over with and send that whiner Handon to the prison he belongs in?
It should be noted that I cannot see a corpse of that animal he supposedly killed. And, that is slightly suspicious.
Yeah,
I'm staying. Be quiet, be quiet, be quiet. Okay. Actually, I'll continue. Let's see if the droid has anything new to say now.
Is there any other information you need?
And I'll skip through a lot of the dialogue that we heard multiple times.
Very well.
Now, you. I want to discuss the murder. I forgot which one is which. Let's just brute force it. See if any of the options we get are... So that was a 5-word sentence, and he just kept going on for a long time. I'll say I reconsidered. Let's say Handon's lying. I think that makes more sense. Ye didn't mention the weapon?
Runda di hotonga kun hunkabi. Wana kun bez ching palam. Jedabadawana ni dibobo. Dota kunjus tak miki grabel mogo. Kachichu ita bodunga.
See, the problem is, neither of their stories really made that much sense. And the other... none of the options that I had for answering really were that better. I'll try Rickard again, and let's see, maybe there are no areas here. Or maybe it was cloudy? I don't know, let's try this one first.
Runda di hotonga kun hunkabi. Wana kun bez ching muchashak pakat. Kita kunjus tak.
Yeah, blah blah blah, okay. Let's go Rickard again and see, maybe it was cloudy.
Tong haitwam jiji jum lumpa. Nita poe tikito. Dolpa da bonqualeo gandonan chuchut. Kachi chu ita dundonga. Yumalita kuto tun. Jilata kunjus tak miki grabel mogo. Kachi chu ita bodunga. Kachi kun ita hodonga. Iking kuno bamul. Muchashak pakat.
Okay, so how was I supposed to know the weather this morning? Maybe they expect me to remember the weather from the quests I played before, but I don't know. I'm not quite sure how I was meant to deduce that that was the lie. Now the areas, I haven't seen any here, so that seemed like a reasonable thing. Or maybe that's the big Sky Manta things, maybe they're areas, I don't know. But the only ground-living wildlife that I've seen here so far are the Cathhounds, so... yeah, not exactly many clues as to that being the lie. Okay, let's ask the information droid now. And as I said, now that we figured out this correct answer, we'll have to go through the same process again, and I think we have to do that 3 times in total, maybe 4.
Is there any other...
Okay, what can you tell me about Calder and Tandon?
The Southwood Speeder rental business has records that over the past several weeks, a speeder had been rented by Mr. Nettic and Mr. Gould. Is there any other information you need?
Okay, so this guy, the guy who said he hates speeders, apparently hired a speeder with the guy who's now dead.
According to the municipal authorities near the Garang spaceport, there had been news of violent drunken activity in a cantina attached to the port. Apparently, a Mr. R. Lusoff was making accusations at a Mr. C. Nettic about cheating him in a business deal. Jedi Tuka was dispatched to the scene and restored order. Is there any other information you need?
Okay, and Rickard had apparently been in a bit of a fight with the guy who's now dead over a business deal thing.
Very well.
How can I be of further assistance?
Handon, you knew Calder better than you admit. You rented a speeder with him.
But I realize this must seem like a motive to you, but I assure you it isn't. I dislike Calder, true. I would punch his face in, given the opportunity, but I would not kill him.
Punch his face in? Why?
My wife was cheating on me with him. I slept in my own bed while I was in the next room. But, as much as I may hate him for that, I could not kill him. It may have been my own fault for driving my wife away. I must try not to take the law into my own hands. I was just out running, trying to clear my head for the divorce proceedings, not stalking him to kill him. Running is not a crime.
Okay, let's ask him something else.
How can I be of further assistance?
Why would someone want to kill him?
Well, you see, Calder was involved in some pretty sordid business from time to time. More often than not, I've heard. Disreputable business practices, even more disreputable clients. I've even heard he had dealings with a hut here on Dantooine. Now, I bet you're wondering if I had any reasons to kill the man, but I tell you, I hardly knew him. I saw him once or twice, yes, and I've heard some pretty unkind things about him, but certainly nothing that would make me want to kill him.
Except for that cheating wife thing. Okay, let's see if I can ask him something else.
How can I be of further assistance?
We know... Well, he already told us why he's out here. Let's ask him if he's injured.
Injured? No, of course not. Why would I have been? Fit as a bantha. I run. I don't know if I mentioned that.
Yeah, that's all for now.
Of course. Listen, if you need anything, I shall be glad to assist.
He's obviously lying about his injury. Now, Rickard. He had a fight with the victim about business deals.
So, what do you want to know?
You thought Calder was cheating you.
Now, I don't love Calder, but we go back a long way. We run a suborbital shipping and transport company out of Garang Spaceport. We've been partners in that business for well over 20 years, and we've been doing just fine the way we are.
You can deny it, but there was bad blood between you.
Right. So, what...
Okay, fine. Did you know the victim?
Yeah, I knew him. Hell, we've known each other for a good long time. Doesn't mean I really have to have liked the slime ball. Maybe I shouldn't be so hard on him, especially now that he's dead. We actually got along pretty well most of the time. We just had our differences. We were actually business partners. We were involved in some orbit-to-ground transport operations for Aerotech. Can I leave now? I should probably be the one to give the news to his wife.
Among other things, if you know what I mean.
So, what do you want to know?
Boluk said you were limping. Are you hurt?
Well, I kind of sprained my ankle running through the bush before I found the body, but it's nothing that serious.
Okay.
Right.
So at least he was honest about his injury, and he generally, in this instance, he seemed to be more honest. He was downplaying his struggle, his fights with the guy, but honestly, that's understandable enough. Okay, let's just talk to the guy and again brute force our way through it. I want to discuss the murder.
Runda di hodonga kun hunkabi. Kachi kun ita hodonga. Runda di hodonga kun hunkabi. Wana kun.
Well, Handon has been lying.
Akupa Jacob.
He knew his wife was cheating on him.
Ta kumjus tak miki grabel mogo. Kachichu ita bodunga. Tolbabank wale oganda. Kachi kun ita hodonga. Iking kuno mujushat pakant. Kien.
Okay, so we did find a motive that seemed valid, but then again, honestly, he was being screwed over in a business deal. Maybe that was common, but still he had a motive as well, so... Nothing definitive yet.
Is there any other...
Tell me about the weapon found at the scene.
We cannot get any more specific analysis from that sample, other than the fact it did not belong to Calder. Is there any other information you need? Very...
No, okay, so the droid doesn't know anything except that it's not Calder's rifle.
How can I be of further assistance?
What do you know about the weapon?
That blaster was stolen from my house last week. I never knew what happened to it. I hardly have enough money to afford a single blaster, let alone another. I can't tell you how important it is to have a weapon on hand with all these ravenous cath hounds around. Even an Iriaz can take a man down if it gets in the mood. Every settler has a weapon. It's our most prized possession. I would most appreciate it if I could have that back after you determine that Rickard is the killer. How can I be of further assistance?
Okay... Nothing.
Of course.
So, what do you want to know?
What about the weapon found by the body?
That blaster? Never seen it before. Calder himself had a preference for Ichani weaponry. He had this one really nice light blaster rifle that he always used. Always wished I could get myself a rifle like the one he had.
Ichanis make delicate weapons with too little firepower. Lightweight stuff, if you ask me.
That blaster ain't it, though. Calder only had the one rifle, too, so he either must have borrowed that, or it's someone else's.
Okay.
So.
Nothing more right now. So we know nothing about the weapon. The blaster is Handon's, but he reported it stolen.
Runda di hotonga kun hankabi. Ta kung just tak miki grabul mogo. Kachichu ita bodunga.
Well, of course I want to continue.
Runda di hotonga.
But then I can't really do anything more about it. So let's see if I can just choose the correct answer this time.
Akupa chekop.
Yes, I want to discuss the murder. The blaster didn't belong to the victim.
Runda di hotong taku. Runda.
I've talked to everyone involved.
Is there any other...
Is there a report of Handon's blaster being stolen? Okay, so now I can ask him more.
I am sorry, but I seem to be failing you. I have searched and searched, but I cannot seem to come up with anything at all. I thought to find the record of the missing weapon report Mr. Gould filed with the authorities, but there does not seem to be one. Is there any other information you need?
Aha.
Very.
So let's see if we can do it now.
Akupa.
The blaster's Handon's. He lied about it being stolen.
Runda di hotonga kun hankabi. Wana kun kachi kun ita hodonga. Yiking kuno. Muchashak pakat.
Okay, I should be able to do it this episode. Try it. About that blood sample.
Is there any other information you need?
Tell me about the blood sample.
I have just received back an analysis of a sample of the blood found on the weapon. It had been sent back to the Enclave just before you arrived. The blood on the weapon is definitely not Calder's. Unfortunately, there was a bacterial contaminant in the sample that had been taken back to the laboratory, and it had become degraded. We cannot get any more specific analysis from that sample, other than the fact it did not belong to Calder. Is there any other information you need?
Okay, so it's not
Very well.
Calder's blood. That guy sprained his ankle, which I can't see that bleeding a lot. And that guy's holding a side, which might be bleeding. So,
How can I be of further...
nothing
course.
more right now. Okay, so he doesn't have any new options.
So, what do you want?
And he doesn't
Right.
have any new option.
Akupa. Tong abong sha umnina. Wanga kun.
The blood did not belong to the victim.
Runda di hotonga kun hankabi.
I think it's Handon's blood.
Akupa.
He's clutching his side.
Runda di hotonga kun hankabi. Wana kun bez ching palamule tongking ba nunotek.
Hey, what are you doing?
Jida ba the wana ni di bobo. Tong na bung sha nununya. Tong bata kung just tak miki grabel mogo. Kachichu ita bodunga.
No, they are both guilty.
Runda di hotonga kun hankabi. Wana kun bez ching pala. Tong abong sha umnina.
Yeah, the business thing.
Ta kung just tak miki grabel mogo. Kachichu ita bodunga. Tolba kachi kun ita hodonga. Runda di hodonga kun hankabi. Wana kun be. Tong hait wam jiji jum lumpa. Nita poe tikito. Tolpa da bongwaleo gandon. Damn you.
Damn both of you.
Ta kung just tak miki grabel mogo. Kachichu ita bodunga. Tolba bank waleo ganda. Kachi kun ita hodonga. Yiking kuno. Tong hait wam jiji jum lumpa. Nita poe tikito. Tolpa.
You did good. You might just make a proper Jedi yet. Who knows?
Achuta. Wonga kun bis dolpi kikoyana. Tong patugas maktelia.
That must be a terrible language. Okay. Ta-da!
Ready?
Karth got a level up. Let's go recommended. Feats. What's recommended? Sniper shot. Let's go improve Power Blast instead. Okay. I am still a long way away from my level up, and Kendra's as well. Okay.
Sure.
But yeah, that was a fun little quest, wasn't it? And you now notice what I mean about it being a little tedious. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you again soon. Bye bye!